Jeffrey's ready to grace us.
I'll tell you what. Don't wait on me. I'll be all right.
All right.
All right, guys. We're gonna do our Aussie drills. Before we do that, though, we always do an introduction anytime there's a new person joining our group. Small group today. Normally we have a pretty big class in here. We'll go around and introduce ourselves, and then just say what your name is, how long you've been training here, and what belt you are.
Evan, been about a year, white belt.
Jim, about 4 years, I guess, blue belt.
You can go.
I'm JoJo. I'm new. I've never done wrestling, never done jiu-jitsu. I've been boxing for probably a year and a half. So this gonna be new to me.
You were there with Coach Josh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. My dog.
Justin, I've been here a year and a half, blue belt.
Gotcha.
Jeffrey, in July I will be a member for a year.
Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's nice to meet
Ryan, purple belt, about 5 years.
you. Okay. So hang on. How does the belt string? Is it like
White, blue, purple, brown, black. So you are now officially white belt. It's only a couple of years per belt. White belt's typically the shortest, 1 to 2 years on average for white to get your next belt. But then blue belt, typically 2 to 3 years before you get purple, 2 to 3 years before you get brown, 2 to 3 years before you get black.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Jeff. I'm a black belt. I've been doing this for about 20 years. Been here for 11 years.
Big dog. Big dog.
Alright guys, we're gonna start off with our first drill. Aussie drills. Come here, Justin. Everybody's favorite. So we're gonna get on our backs. Hips go past their hips. We're gonna be in deeper. We don't want to be up here. We pass. Bring our knees back up. Our legs in general are called our guard. Anytime we have our legs between us and our opponent, we have some form of guard. This here is called a knee shield. If I don't have my legs here, we can just sit down in the mount. This is one of the worst positions in jiu-jitsu. So I'm always going to have something blocking that from happening. Now try to sit down in the mount. I'm not in a bad position anymore. So we always going to have something between us and him. We're going to kick one leg through. When we kick that leg through, rotate to the side. Heel goes up to the hip. Come on over here so you can see. Heel goes up to the hip. Climb. I'm going to shoot my hips up. This position is called single X, also known as Ashi. So when we're standing, we call it single X. Sit down. Try. So all the way down. Same exact position, now we call it Ashi. Why? I don't know. But this is for leg locks. Stand up. This is generally used for some sort of sweep attack, but also leg locks. So here we are. Knee through. Heel goes to the hip. We climb up, pinch our knees together, go back down. Always having at least one knee in the entire time.
That's kind of cool.
So this will smoke your abs.
That's it. You say that now.
Yeah.
About 2
Yeah,
days.
just wait. Just wait. All right. Here, you work with me. Actually, why don't you watch first?
Yeah.
Jeffrey, you can do it with me. Okay. Well, can I- You go first. All right, guys. And go. 2 minutes. That's the new timeline. Yeah, try to stay up. JoJo, don't follow. Don't let him knock you over. And then Justin's goal is to not knock you over. His goal is to be smooth and work around you.
Actually, 26 today.
26
Hey.
today.
It's
birthday.
Oh, it's a birthday!
Shouldn't have said that.
Guess what's gonna happen?
Then we open up people for a Shark Tank. We'll get
Oh.
You may just get me for 20 minutes straight.
It's like when you're moving around like that, like oh, to be young and flexible again.
Not even halfway there, guys. Not even halfway.
Yeah.
Now you're halfway. Now's when it gets fun. These are championship rounds. Could you work with him on straight ankles? Sure. I'll show it and I'll let him rep on you.
Yeah.
Good with that? can you also help him during his Ashi drills? Because I will be doing them on Jeffrey. 28 seconds.
You want every 12 seconds. It's only 10.
I don't know why, but no matter what, I put this timer on. Like all second before it hits 0, the phone always turns off. Like, no matter what. It could be a 5-minute timer, it could be a 1-minute timer.
Whatever it is.
A few seconds remaining, it turns off. Like the phone turns off.
That was as steady as I've gone.
That was good. Did a good job. Alright, top to bottom. If you can watch him and also watch the timer. So JoJo first.
Guard first.
Get on your back and put your knees up. Scoot your hips in more. More. Bring your knees back up. Good. Hands can look at this. Hands can cup around his calves. You don't let go this entire time. Alright, I'll let Brian coach you now. Alright, press start when we're ready, coach.
Start! So this leg kick through and it comes up here. Your toes come out and left foot walking on the back of the butt cheek. But you want to be lifting your hips with your heel. So you're pulling yourself up. Yeah, like that. So then what you're gonna do is you're going to have this one flat here.
It's about the time where David's sweating down on top of me.
Now we're gonna start adding it to the body.
I'll make sure you guys go first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Are you good?
Take his eyes out.
Kick this leg there, what's here, climb that up. I want your hips off.
How's that timer doing, coach?
47 seconds. You're good. Plenty of time. Yeah. So then you want to turn yourself this way.
10 rudder roll.
Let's call it. On your back. And you need to slow yourself down. Put your arm around you.
I'm like shocked how much this is about people out. We go from like 16 one day to.
No, you need to raise your hips up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're trying to connect this knee to the okay. I'm trying to get up there. And now,
Coach.
so now,
How's that timer going?
12 seconds. 10 seconds. All here and climb up. Time.
It's different.
Alright, guys. We're gonna get right into it. Who's been here for the ham sandwich at least once? Okay. Is everyone here comfortable doing the basic ham sandwich? Comfortable enough? We'll cover it again. We're gonna cover straight ankle sandwich, like the basic entry level leg lock. Yeah. First we'll cover ham sandwich to these guys, and we'll cover straight to you. You guys can work. Alright. Here, Justin. Go ahead. Yeah, everyone go over here on that side. So just to recap the basic ham sandwich, we'll talk about 3 defense options for it. Starting butter half. Alright, we've got our butter half guard. So guards, anytime my legs are between me and him, it's some sort of guard. This is full guard or closed guard. Where both my legs are wrapped around my feet across. This is half guard. I've only got one leg on the outside, one on the inside. I'm typically curling my leg in to kind of pinch his leg because I want to control him. I don't want him to stand up. This is called my knee shield. I've got my knee off center of his chest. This blocks him from just passing the because his goal is to pass my guard. Don't pass my guard. I pass completely. Alright, so now he got the side controls. Come on down. So what's the side control? So his goal is to pass my guard and get in a better position. Now he's in a good position. It's a bounce. Got him to sit to my back. You You're on the spot. You're forgetting it all, aren't you? Here, put your arm down.
It's gonna be tense in the
Blue
day.
belt back. Pull your left hip. Sit your left hip. Alright, so now he's taking my back. So let's go back now. Those are the basic positions of Jiu-Jitsu. Full guard or closed guard. Half guard. Side control. Mount. And back. Those are basic positions, right? What we're talking about today are our leg lock positions, which is a whole different world.
That's more advanced.
Typically seen as more advanced, yes. So again, this was our half guard. This is our butter half. We call it butter half. This is called a butterfly hook. Because this is the butterfly position with both my feet on the inside. Butterfly position. We've only got one hook in, one butterfly hook in. We call this the butter half. Or the butterfly half guard. Alright, so hand sandwich. Hand goes to the armpit. Arm, elbow deep grip underneath this leg. Whenever I'm ready, I drop this foot to the mat. And I'm going to use this foot and this arm to hip shovel underneath, turning him 90 degrees. I'm going to do a big uppercut with this arm, bringing my knees to my chest. Catching at the bottom of his foot, or bottom of his shin. I want this 90-degree bend, so that my feet help keep this bend. And whenever I'm ready to attack, reach through, kick my leg through, figure four, grab the same leg, and extend. The finish here is I'm going to stomp the mat with this free foot, so I'm stomping the mat, I'm hipping up with my hips, so I'm bridging into them, and I'm pulling down with my hands at the same time. So those three things are the finish that will blow his knee if he doesn't tap. Let's do it again. Here we are in butter half. This hand timing of this I'm not too concerned about. This one is kind of the first thing you really want to get. This hand, you can be attacking this hand if you want to. You can use my armbar to do whatever. Not too worried about it. But when I can, get this hand right in here. Again, foot drops to the center. I use this foot and this arm to pull myself underneath him. Then I'm going to do a big uppercut, clearing his shin with my foot. So I've got my foot underneath now, blocking his knee so he can't step over. And when I'm ready, grab the calf, kick through, drop the foot into my hip pocket, figure four, grip, stomp and break. You guys need to see that one more time? Are you guys good to rep it? All right, go ahead and rep that. And once I cover this with him, I'll come in and talk about the defenses, all right? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's talk about straight ankles. So straight ankles are the basic foot lock that people learn, and you can learn as well, also when you go to competition at white belt. Still kind of viewed as advanced. A lot of gyms don't do leg locks. There are a lot of black belts out there that don't do basic leg locks, which is crazy. I'm a firm believer in learning to do it from day one, so this is perfect. Straight ankle, what I want to do, I want to get this foot, and this position.
Oh my god, I know.
So this position is where we were standing up at that time. Now we're in the exact same position. We'll work on your position. My heels on your hip, my toes pointed out. The reason this is important is because there's a move called reaping. Reaping, when I start to bring my foot across your body, you see your left knee now driving in. That's called reaping. When I go from here to here, I start to drive your knee inward. That's reaping, and in those cases, that's moving. Position. You can really watch what you're doing. Yeah, once you get familiar with it, you'll be doing these things you can't do. Like me, like I know what it's like. But this is illegal. Reaping is illegal. In the knee always. So if you know you like we are right now, it's simply only legal for round blocks. So you won't be able to do this for a long time. In training, we do allow it to make sure that everybody's respectful. So I'll heel when you're down. My toes are pointed out. Camera two. Sure. And one other. Come on, right. All right. So I've got my heel on your hip. My toes are pointed out, so I don't accidentally reap. My knees, both my knees are pinching together, and my other foot is on your opposite like butt back there. So all this is tight. Anything we do in jiu-jitsu typically is tight in some way.
Okay.
So I'm wanting to squeeze, I want to keep tight pressure. And the reason I'm squeezing is because I don't want you to just pull your leg out. If I'm loose here, you can just use your hips back, pull your leg out. If you're tight now, try to scoot back. Try to scoot back. I'm coming with you. Go ahead. Scoot back. Hold me. So this is actually a drill that we do to get better at this position, is working right down those legs.
Okay.
So, and that's what we'll do first, so you can work on your ashi position.
Okay.
Once we get to the actual attack though, this is the way, there's many different ways to hit every submission in jiu-jitsu. There's many wrong ways, there's also many right ways. So just because I show you something doesn't mean it's the only right way to do it, but know that there are definitely wrong ways to do it.
For sure.
So I want to think about here, so I want to think about the placement of my wrist across your foot. I don't want to be up here in your calf. I'll never submit you. Typically I want to be down here. I like putting the blade of my wrist in the back of your Achilles as a starting point. I also want to think about butt to butt. I don't want a lot of space between our butts. I'm thinking about getting my butt as close as possible to yours. My knees are bent, my butt's close to yours. I can almost touch my butt. If I can look back over my shoulder and see a lot of your toes, I'm too high on your foot. So if I'm right here, I can see your entire foot. If I'm down here, I can barely see the tip of your toes. Now I'm in a good spot, all right? And if I'm ever not in a good spot, all I have to do is slide my elbow back. So I'm good, all right? Now the way I like to get my straight ankles, here's where my elbow is. I'm gonna put my shoulder there, okay? I'm gonna lift up, tuck my elbow in, and drop my shoulder back where it was.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So here to here. So elbow, now it's my shoulder. Okay? And as I'm doing that, I'm also going to uppercut, like Chewy calls it rocking the baby. I'm going to uppercut and try to grab my own chest.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Now see how my hips are up off the mat? So I'm hipping up, I'm going to bridge down into the mat. I'm not just bridging out, I'm bridging down into the mat. Knife edge grip. Yep. And it's a firm tap on your partner's body. Yep. Go on the mat. Harder. There you go. Good. It also doesn't hurt to say tap out loud.
Got you.
So I'm going to bridge down. I'm going to look up at the walls. I do that. I'm going to pull, hold my knife edge grip in my hand.
Yep.
So that's pull straight.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So what I want you to do for right now is I just want you to work on the ashi position. All right. So what I want you to do, which legs about it? Use this leg. So you're gonna put your heel on his hip. Yep. Heel on the hip. This foot goes to his opposite butt. Bring your knee in here. Bring your knee over here.
Yeah, okay.
Very good. You're gonna pinch your knees. Now think about getting your butt close to his butt. So finish good. Now what I want Ryan to do is Ryan is just gonna scoot across the mat and you're gonna hang on to him. Alright? Do that for 10 seconds at a time. Take a 5 to 10 second break and do it again, okay?
Gotcha.
So work out for both of you. Yeah. Ryan, are you okay to do this right now? Yeah. Okay. Nice close.
Yeah. That's my bad for keeping
Alright, guys, let's work on some defensive
Stuff happens in jiu-jitsu.
Alright, it was new. My first time.
It's alright.
Alright, why don't you scoot over there just a little bit, and I'm going to do the defense right here so you have on camera. Yeah. Come here, guys. Who feels pretty confident entering into, you do, okay, one over here. So you're going to put me in butter and some ham sandwich, and I'm going to show you guys 3 different defenses to this, okay? Alright, so first one, you want to get your grip? First one, as soon as he starts to get that grip, yeah, I'm not there yet. Okay. As soon, this is kind of an early stage ham sandwich defense. Come over here, guys. So this is kind of an early stage ham sandwich defense before he's transitioned his grip from my leg to this one and started to really bite down. As soon as I feel my foot sink into his hip, or even before, I want to start to scoot my weight back. I want to extend this leg. Because for him to finish this is basically a calf slicer, right? He's going to compress my heel to my butt. So I want to extend my leg. I want to do a leg extension. But I want to sit back, planting my foot on the mat, so you guys can see my foot planting on the mat, and I'm stepping back and extending my leg. All right? So this is an early stage before he's going to bite on this leg with his hands. So relax. Go back to the beginning. All right, flip in the ham sandwich again. Better half. Stop. Reset. Better half. Very beginning. All right, ham sandwich. Right now, as soon as he grabs that calf and starts to pull in, I'm immediately shifting my weight back, planting his foot on the mat, and extending my leg. From here, I can start to push down and extract. So this is an early stage defense. One more time. Right there. As soon as he grabs that calf, drop it in, scooting back, planting my foot on the mat, extending my leg. I've got options on how I can clear. I typically like to pin this top foot down. I can also cross face, start to smash in. It's option one. All right, go ahead and enter again. All right, go and get your full grip. All right, the next option now, he has got his full grip. This is bad news. This is almost game over, right? I can sit back and I want to lift up on this leg. This I call the get out of jail free card. It's so simple to lift this up. He really can't finish this unless he stomps the mat with this foot. He can try to flare his own knee out, which will add some pressure, but he can also pull his own knee. He's flaring his knee out. What we're gonna do is put my weight back just a little bit. Grab this foot. Either way, doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna hold right here. Try to finish it. A lot of energy for him trying to finish it, very little for me. Whenever one, he either gets tired, or two, I can start to extend back as well. Pinning this down, pinning the foot, and extracting. Let's do it again. So I've missed the early stage defense, shift my weight back, grab this foot, and lift it straight up. There's also a counter from here. You've got to be careful of the counter because if you start to attack the counter, they could go back into the finishing position. With the counter, there is a counter toe hold from right here. You can start to pressure in. A little awkward to get the angle, but it's there. So going back into it, you can also step over. Maybe from there. It's a weird angle, but it's definitely doable. So that's option two. Option three. Sorry. And he actually gave it to me. Where is his arm? On the outside of his knee. You always want to put your arm on the inside of the knee because that will help defend. That will help prevent this counter, this defense. Put the arm back on the outside there. If the arm's on the outside, what do I have right here? Kimura. Wrist. Bam. Kimura. Evan DeWitt likes to do this to me. He'll actually lean forward and he'll attack it from right here. Got my shoulder and bam. Got the grip from right here. The Kimura will win that battle. The Kimura will win the ham sandwich battle here. Alright, let's do them all one more time. You guys can start repping them out. The first one we talked about was the early stage. Right here, immediately shifting my weight back, extending my leg, planting my foot on the mat, pinning this top leg down. I can cross face, extract that leg, pass. Option two. Is the late stage. I'm still gonna shift my weight back, grab his foot, lift it up. What does he have once I shift my weight back like this? What's his option now? Toe tuck sweep. His option at this point is to get onto his right shoulder, right elbow. Yep. Tuck, toe tuck. Yep. Good. Bam. That's his option. So just be aware that he can counter your counter. So when you start to pull this leg up, keep this foot back, and you want to keep on extending this leg to scoot back. Option three, I'm going to finish the grip, is the Kimura. You can either attack it from right here, or lean forward, dive with your shoulder, and attack it from right there. Any questions? All right, I want you guys, 1 rep, we'll be doing all 3 of these defenses. All right? And then switch. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, you want to come on back down here? Yeah, switch on down there, guys. Sorry. All right, what were you guys? What did you guys leave off?
Oh, I was showing him to drop into that position.
Okay.
And repping that up.
Good.
Get in the right spot.
Good.
Yep.
Yep. Now let's talk about the finish. What do we want? Where do we want the placement of the foot?
I know the placement of my elbow shoulder wants to be. I gotta be
Tell me about that.
right here,
Yep.
Drop
Very
it
good.
down.
Yep.
and then I'm supposed to turn.
Not quite yet. So before you do that, close your grip. So your right hand, whenever you I call it replacing the elbow with the shoulder. You also should be doing a watching baby. And think about grabbing your own chest. And think about grabbing your own chest. Now this right hand, make a nice reach. This left hand, from the top. Good. Now what you're gonna do is I want you to you're facing your body down, which is good. I want you to look up at that wall. I want you to pull up with your hand, both hands. I want you to drive your hips into his leg and hip in. Like pressure in, like do this pelvic thrust. Good.
Oh,
Tap,
like that.
tap.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Make sure you prepare for that tap. Like,
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again. So whenever you step in, stand back up. So whenever you step in, you want to step in close. So grab this foot. Step your left foot. Lift your butt. Good. And right foot comes up as well. Oh yeah, I'll put it
Okay.
straight to the hip.
So am I cupping this as I'm going
You
down?
definitely can, yeah. Especially if you're kind of over straight angle. Very good. So you want to get as close as you can, tight as you can. Pinch your knees. Good. Toes pointed out. Yep. Now replace your elbow with your shoulder and do a big uppercut. Nope, go back. You shouldn't be leaning out here. You should be tucking in. Good. And you should do a big uppercut. Do it again. Big uppercut, right over chest. Yes, much better. Good. Nice edge grip. And I like to actually come over the top. You can do what you're doing there. It's fine. Like that. I actually prefer to come like this.
It's hard to see. Low eyelash.
Really high.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Good.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
good adjustment there.
Good. All right, do it again. Good. Now I want you to look up, and I want you to raise your use your feet and knees and lift your hips up. A little more. Yes, good. Now drive your hips down into the mat, towards me, down, towards me, and down. Pelvic thrust in and down.
Like that?
Yeah, the pelvic thrust towards me and down. Think about your head like let me show you one more time, and then I'm going to go down. Okay? What I'm doing here, we're replacing the elbow with my shoulder. I'm also doing a big uppercut. So how my hands are on my leg, I want my hands on the chest. As close as possible. Big. Now look where my hips are.
Okay.
They're not right here. They're up. I'm using my feet to lift my hips up. Alright? So once my hips are up, now I'm not just bridging in like this. I'm actually bridging down towards the mat. Okay? When I talk about bridging, we're using our feet to pull ourselves in. Okay? Here, I can grab my chest. Yeah, I like the knife edge grip. There's also bigger tools. There's like a bigger shoe. I prefer this. It's simple. This is I'm going to bridge down into the mat while looking up and away.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
Analogy other than that. I use my right hand inside my right leg.
There you go.
Inside my right leg. Yep.
That feels
Good.
good.
Right
That's
there.
a real good position.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Feels better on my part too.
Good.
So now you're gonna put your hand down, place your
Crossface.
elbow.
Crossface. Drive your left shoulder, hit down.
Yep.
Good. Here, your right foot.
I got my knife edge.
Raise your hips up a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Bridge
what it
in.
is.
And while you're looking over that way.
That's an early stage or late
That's
stage?
good.
Hey, I feel like I did something.
Yeah, you are doing something. I'm telling you. See, and it comes on quick. And this one's pretty simple. This is, as long as you get that, the arm in the right place, that's a great. Okay. But you're dropping into it and you're adjusting your feet.
I feel like I'm in this new position.
Yes.
And what you just did was correct.
So when you're doing it, always keep your legs as tight as possible. Isolate everything, yeah. That's it. Yeah. Alright, so now stand up, drop it. So step left foot deep in, left foot goes deep in. Your left foot's gonna go essentially get right in the middle of my ass. And then this one's going to, as you're squatting down, you're gonna be replacing this foot. Yeah, just like that. When you're dropping, yep. That's it. That's how we do it. So then make sure that when you're doing this, yep, not breathing. Yep.
So really scoot back and extend your right leg. You're still into a weight top.
Yeah.
So you scoot
And
back.
then,
Yeah.
so now once we're gonna replace our elbows,
Up like down. Yep. Cross face.
like that.
Land your left hip. Land your left hip. Cross face. Good.
Yeah.
You like to keep your hand in
Yeah.
facing you. But look, see how you just rebent your leg? You don't want this.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm learning something.
Cross face. Good.
Yeah.
Cross face. Yep. Good. 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 Now you have to get the opportunity here. You go straight. You go straight now. You actually try to
It's
get
okay.
across.
It's
Yeah.
alright.
Yep. Very good. If he has a violent foot and isn't letting go, he's straight now.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Much tighter.
Right leg. Keep your left foot
So
back.
I even thought that your arm wasn't deep enough at first. But
Cross face. Right hand goes to his knee now.
shallow, but you had where your toes were still stuck. Just under your arm. Really strong. So the one where you're stepping back, your angles are to your when you make your foot, this pushing the smash. So that is
The second one.
your arm.
Okay.
And you had it just there.
Yeah.
Question is,
Yep.
so if he's got, for him, is he trying to crunch into me now that he's rolling that shoulder? 'Cause, I mean, he's got the grip broken, but he doesn't really have anything with the Kimura other than just my wrist.
Yeah, you got his wrist. You want to be. This should be up on top. This should be more arm. Yeah. Now you want to start to.
Beginner in jiu-jitsu now.
Hey, you know, it starts with one move, and you got this one, you're getting this one down.
Keep this close to your chest. Yeah. Think about rotating your arm. Think about your body. Yeah. Think about rotating your arm. Rotate. No, not. Rotate your body. Let me come down. That's what I'm gonna do here. Right now I'm on my left chest. Easy. Right now I'm on my left chest. Yeah, I know you have the grip. Yep. Let's go back. Full on handstanding. Yeah, get that before you get this. This is the last thing you do. So get that and then you're good. Alright, so as soon as that happens, I'm gonna check over here. I'm gonna start to attack. Breaking that grip. And I'm going to drive. I'm gonna drive his hand back. I said you behind the back. That was my fault. Not so much behind the back as it is driving. Few more reps. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
I have a misconception.
Jim's got some pretty bony shins there.
Bone skin, bone wrist.
Those are sharp. Yeah, grab the wrist, fall to your left shoulder.
Oh.
Yes, good. Yeah, good. Get your figure four.
So just always think
Nine. That's a much better position. Now I want you to don't roll your back. You want to roll the opposite way.
and if you're pointing your toes,
Go belly down.
curling in tight, you know, like
Good.
think about if I'm gonna be pulling
Rolling,
my foot in
rolling.
tight, I'm
You go.
I'm good. Back. I'm not pointing my toes. I'll be back.
You may not finish that Kimura, at least you're not getting finished with the
Really good. Pulling everything in tight here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That feels real strong. Yep.
Nice job. That's exactly how it works. I want to see you extend that right leg a little bit more there. Do some pretty tight. Right there, so yeah, looks good. Your right leg is extended. That's a good position. Now what I'll do is I will drop my shoulder, do a left shoulder and cross face, follow my left hip. Good. Yep. And then there's no reason to grab this leg right here. This isn't doing anything for you. What you want to do is push down on this calf. Yeah, push it. I would actually switch my grip. Yep.
That actually.
Now, let's just say you guys go back. Keep it on the foot. Now I want you to drive your left arm and go straight down. I'm sorry, you're right. No, go straight down.
But it's okay.
Yes, he's getting you out.
The point is, you're doing it. So you're trying to get it out of the pressure.
These other fighters, I'm not going to adjust your foot. You can step down here. What you got?
I said, he was having a little trouble with it. I'm just thinking through it myself. So we're safe here. I'm gonna swap in.
Okay.
So instead of doing it out here, pull the leg across. Yeah. Way you get down. That way you're not trying to do a couple hold out here like this.
Everything's tight in your body.
But still keep it up. Tight.
All right, pause right there. How much space do you have between your elbow and his ankle? Your right elbow.
Not much.
No, you have ton space. Yeah, this space. Yeah, and this should be touching that. So that when you do that uppercut, that's what we're doing is we're eliminating that space from your elbow. So
See, that's what I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to do an uppercut.
big uppercut. Yes, good.
Okay, it feels a lot better too.
He's got me nervous about it. They're coming on tight.
Oh no, yeah, I'm losing.
One thing,
No, you're doing good.
yeah, one thing in jiu-jitsu is once we injure your partners, we can very easily injure our partners. I've been injured countless times. He's been injured countless times. We want to be careful that when we apply the move, we don't do it in like a jerky motion. We want to slowly apply it, giving them a chance to tap.
Gotcha.
See, I still want to see if they're moving on the side. You're ducking by your belly. All right, guys, finish your last rep. You step in, go back. That foot, you should basically be stepping under his butt, like not inches away, like go all to the side. You're still away. Let me show you what I mean. I actually step to the same side, and then I adjust once I'm down. After that, you can step to the opposite side. Either way, I'm stepping like inches away. I'm not stepping, I'm stopping right here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do it again. Don't be afraid to touch the butt.
You can kick me. It's alright.
Good. Yes, good. Much better.
It felt like I
You're
got
tighter
into
now.
it a lot better.
Now, tuck your elbow, put your shoulder where your elbow is, and do an uppercut. Grab your chest. Yes, much better. You should do a little bit more though. Do it again. Do more. Yes, much better. All right. Grab the knife edge of your hand. Good. I go from the top down.
Oh yeah, sure.
Good. Now, but whenever you do whenever you do this uppercut, you should be following your shoulder. So replace your elbow with your shoulder, and follow your shoulder. Yes, good. Hip up, reach down, look at the wall. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Any questions on anything we covered today? All right, let's get some rolls. We're gonna start in the butter half position. I want to see some hand sammies. All right. 1, 2, 3. You guys know the 2 rules of leg day?
Catch and release, tap early.
Catch and release and tap early. Jojo, you're just gonna watch for today.
For sure.
Sergeant Butter half.
You do.
Go.
Sweep there, Jeffrey. Come on up. That's what he gets for running from you.
Starting next Wednesday, do you want to lead class and I'll watch and help? Do some practice before I'm out of here? Nothing official just yet, but probably mid-June. June 21st. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you're working on something. I feel him out there dangling.
Nothing you do. So you're under contract? The buyers said that?
Really?
Weird. Sure. Can I find your buyers? Who are they? Introduce me.
Right. I was like, okay, that's fine. Now, granted, the house is fine.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to do. But when we get that scrap on my finger, like your face and you're in my mind, it's like, well, how are we gonna do this?
Two-thirds of the house. It really does look like
Good.
that'll be 3 more years.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah. We're down there.
I think it works out correctly if I don't pay it. But it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just right now.
I feel your pain. I've got 3 mortgages right now too. I had 4. I had 4 until we sold my mother-in-law's house. I had 4 mortgages at once. And we sold my mother-in-law's house, so now we're down to 3. We'll start generating rent income starting May 1st.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, once we sell our house, we can get all that back over.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bite. Good job. Hey, Jim. You're being a great partner, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you've had some nice bites, and you've held them and not, like, good job. You're thinking too much into it. Just say thank you. Just say you're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm complimenting you.
Yeah, you did.
I thought you said Jim. And I'm like,
No, you're being a good partner. Now this is awkward.
Now you made it weird. Why is it weird? It wasn't weird. Now
It
it's
was
weird.
just a compliment.
which I use for my joint stuff. But you never think about that. You never think about that, man, because I do it for my elbow. I do tight shots in the back of my tricep. You ever done self-injection before? Real question. Every Wednesday? Yeah.
I do Wednesday.
Do you really? Okay, yeah, they who do you get it from? Gotcha. So, I'm not judging you. You're like thinking, you're like doing some black market stuff.
No, I'm totally open about it. No, it was really funny because when I wasn't having my urologist,
Yeah.
and then I'm like,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, I can. Yeah. And he was like, gotta be honest, he was like, I'm not sure how. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, you just gotta test everything off every day, and
Make sure levels. Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
It's just a little dose and in 60 and so it's like, we just have to maintain it.
Yeah. Where were you at before QT?
My levels.
Yeah.
So I started at 270.
That's pretty low.
350 to 1,000 is what they want. Most.
Yeah.
And then now 1,000 is probably
Yeah.
I get it. But I started gel on shoulders. That had me at 320.
Yeah.
And that was like 4 months.
Yeah.
So the doctor was like, alright, you're good.
Yeah.
Did that, had a couple fluctuations, whatever, but then at like 6, 7,
Yeah.
and show up with the 121, 50. And she's like, you have reps. She's like, that you need to immediately get on to the nurse and she's like,
Get rid of some of this.
yeah, and so I was oh shit, so they had me stop them.
Yeah.
And then I was at 40. I came back.
And because you don't have your own production after that.
Like, they're like, okay, you're going from the highest level, but you go to the breast. I'm like, no, that's right. She's like, you know, shit. I'm like, I feel horrible. So, then I got on this 25 way back.
So what I do with first alcohol is all like that. They do hormones, peptides, they do all that. Does the insurance cover yours?
Well, it's going to be interesting right now because
Yeah.
as soon as the paperwork gets signed,
Yeah.
I have to get on the phone.
Yeah.
There's no insurance. Or,
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah, everyone's crushed.
Yeah, probably a high deductible healthcare plan and yeah. But does your current insurance cover QRT? A lot.
Yes, it was covered.
Gotcha. So I do it first alcohol.
How about that? Too hard.
What I do with first alcohol is so they do peptides. They do
Previous one didn't work. I thought I had to go more into a second.
everything like hormone, joint, they do gut health, like all that kind of stuff. They're messages in the conversation.
Okay, I'm done.
And so for them, and like me, I'm 40, you're 40 something, 48, we don't heal as fast anymore from our injuries, and that's why then was initially for healing, and then during the process, I got almost that since at 391. So not below the limit, but pretty close. I was, so what I'm doing is I'm actually not doing TRT, I'm doing clomiphene. Did they talk about clomiphene? Clomiphene is a testosterone booster. So TRT is testosterone replacement, which basically means your body stops producing it, right? And you purely get it from this injection. In clomiphene, it enhances your body's natural production. So if I were to stop in clomiphene, here's the idea. 391 now, and clomiphene took me to 750 in 30 days. So I got pretty quick. I haven't tested it since then.
But, so clomiphene took me 15 to 30 days. The idea is that if I stop it for the rest of my life, I'll drop somewhere between the two. Like I won't go back down to where I was. It was testosterone. When you if you stop cold turkey,
Easily strong for a 50-year-old.
what and maybe they talked about this or maybe they didn't, or what they should have done is when you cycled off, they should have put you on clomiphene or something similar. Because your body can't produce on its own, and that's what prevents you from crashing. So if you do TRT up to here, and then you want to take you want to cycle off, you do a clomiphene, and then if you want to go cycle back on, you go back to TRT. So they kind of screwed you a little bit on that cycling off because you shouldn't have crashed. That's not good. And I don't know, urologists definitely are knowledgeable of the subject, but they're not like true specialists. Right. You weren't getting specialized treatment. You weren't getting somebody who was an expert in this field. What? Yeah. 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 They went straight to the up to here.
No, then he's like, okay,
Oh, the cream.
do you want the shot?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a level between that you could have tried. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the year 2000? Yeah. So I do those guys. I also do DHE. They talk about DHE. I would say Google it because I can't give you a good explanation, but it's a component of testosterone. Like it's another well-known. So I do DHE. I do DHEA daily, and I do clomiphene daily. It's a pill. I don't give a shot. They're pills. Yeah, no, they're pills. So I do DHEA pill daily, and I do clomiphene because my DHEA was also low. And what they're basically, I think it has to do with your body's ability to, I don't know if synthesize is the right word, basically it's your body's ability to better utilize the testosterone. They play together. So if your DHEA is low, even if you're taking testosterone, it's still not going to be utilized the way you want it to be. So you got to get both. You've got testosterone, free testosterone, you got DHEA. And my DHEA was also the lower end. So they said, hey, you should be doing both together. So I'm doing my daily DHEA, my every other day clomiphene, and I'm also doing peptides. Now peptides you can do either pill form or injection. I do inject those. There's anecdotal evidence that says it's better to inject it with a site. It's not like convincing me with the other, but I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot, let's try it. So I do a daily shot. I do a daily shot in my tricep, but it's one piece of the is, so I use 31 gauge, which is very small, barely feel it. I do it to myself. I just, yeah, I'm dragging my elbow.
So I've been doing that off and on for a few months for the first time. And I think it's when I was recovered as well as I had. Because basically Doc said, hey, you can go get surgery or not, and hopefully this better. And I was like, I don't hopefully I want to do some more. So I got with him testosterone, DHEA, peptides, and I'm feeling a lot better. I've had 0 side effects. Like no combat pain, no emotional swings, no like plumbing works, like 0 side effects. If you're interested, I'll connect with the CEO and do that. If anything, just for an educational session, just to learn.
Do we have another role in us, Coach?
I'll do that then. His name's Joe Miller. He's been at all of our events.
I'm tapping.
Joe's a great dude. I've had a good start with that.
Yeah, Coach.
Light it up. I only set it for 3. Why is it going to 4? The clock wants you guys. The clock has a mind of its own. It's coming alive. Jimmy, you alright over there? 4. You okay?
I just kind of lumps and bruises
Yeah.
and gaps.
I was giving Jim a compliment earlier. It turned into a really awkward moment.
I said, Jeff, I'm like, and you guys are down here scrambling. Oh.
So guys, and JoJo and I, we briefly talked about this when we were drilling over there, and even yesterday, if you guys were here yesterday, the entire class, if you guys yesterday, the entire class was great. So I feel like one of the greatest compliments I can give in jiu-jitsu is being a good partner. I've been doing this for 20 years, I'm 40 now, and I have had countless injuries. I've had 6 joint surgeries. I probably need a 7th and an 8th from one of my shoulder and my elbow. Being a good partner is so important in jiu-jitsu because if you're like, look at Ryan, like Ryan can't train right now. And we're not saying Jeffrey's a bad partner, this isn't Jeffrey's fault, right? Accidents happen, no fault, but most injuries are preventable. I think about my injuries, I think about people times I've injured other people, I've injured countless people as well, I don't feel good about it, but most injuries are preventable. And that's why we talk about catch and release and tap early. But when I say you're being a good partner, like I saw Jim rolling with, I think it was Evan, yeah. And Jim caught him a couple toe holes, caught him some heel hooks, and Jim had the option. He could have put some stink on it, right? He could have bridged into it. He just gripped and held. Evan tapped, Jim let go. Like that is so important, especially on leg lock days with whites and blue belts who are generally less experienced, right? Less control, less methodical. It's very important that we are being good partners. And again, shout out to you, Jim, because you were great today. So thank you for that. But that's one thing I love about this class. This 6 a.m. program, if you've been doing it for a long time, I know you've been doing the 6 a.m.s for a couple years now.
Yeah.
When we first started these, I was a bruiser. I was a tough guy. I was a bruiser. We had a pretty rough crew. But over time, like the culture's changed. The focus has been on safety. That's been really cool to see. So thank you all for participating in that. Anybody have any questions about anything today? All right, y'all. Have a good one. Come back tomorrow for Coach Eugene. Walk this way.